Hello everyone, welcome you all in this course titled Digital Logic and Circuit Simulation, which we discuss about the basics of Boolean algebra. Here generally Boolean algebra is working only on two logical values and with the help of three logical operators. Like the logical operators, when we talk about the logical operators, then we use only a AND means product, OR means sum, and NOT means that is also known as a complemented form. And here it is different from a general elementary algebra, because this works only on two value 0 and 1. The result is also in the form of, this means any function takes a input in the form of 0 and 1 and also produce a output in the form of 0 and 1. To start the discussion about Boolean algebra, what are the meaning of postulates, what are the different theorems that are used for a Boolean simplifying a that are used for purpose of simplifying a Boolean function, designing a circuit in compact form means simply a simplified form of circuit which uses a less number of logic gates, etc. We will discuss this in this class here. Now the question is, what is Boolean algebra? Generally, Boolean algebra is algebra that is used for simplifying the representation and manipulation of propositional logic. So this is an algebra which is used for representation and manipulation of propositional logic, and Boolean algebra may be defined with the set of elements. This is defined with the set of elements, set of operators. Here we discuss about a Boolean operators and number of unproved axioms or postulate which are later used for using a proving some theorems. And it is an approach, Boolean algebra is used as approach to design switching circuit and electronic circuitry which is used to design a computer. And here in case of Boolean algebra, all values of the variables are assumed as two value, that are the value of variable is either 0 or 1. Simply now discuss the postulates of Boolean algebra. Postulates of Boolean algebra, that are some unproved statement, and here is considered as that values are truth. What are the postulates? One, that is named as a P1. So this means when we apply postulate 1, the first one of it is represent if A is equal to 0, this means A are not equal to 1. If A is equal to 0, if and only if means A are not equal to 1, means if the value of A is logic 0, it is not equal to the logic 1. Second says that if A is equal to 1, this means A are not equal to 0. Postulate 2, that is also known as identity law. Postulate 2 says that when we add 0 with any element, first is what? X plus 0. 0 is like as a identity element. Here x plus 0 is equal to what? That is x, and x dot 1 is equal to what? That is also x. So identity of multiplication is 1 and the identity of addition is 0. When we add 0 with any Boolean variable, result is that Boolean variable, and when we multiply 1 with any Boolean variable, the result is the same Boolean variable. We can also prove it by a truth table. What is x and what is the function? Suppose x plus 0 and x dot 1. What will be the value? When x is 0, 0 plus 0 is what? That is also 0, and this is treated as a logical OR. this is treated as a logical AND. And we already discussed about logic gates, in which we cover about what is the meaning of logical OR means OR gate, logical AND means AND gate. So AND gate produces output 1 when all the inputs are 1, and OR gate produces output is 1 when any one of the input is 1. So this means when x is 0, what is x plus 0? 0 plus 0, all the inputs of the OR gate are 0, this means this is 0. And what is here, when this input is 1, this means what is the input of x, output of x dot 1, that is equal to 0. What happens? Only two possible values of x. What happens when this is 1? 1 plus 0, that is 1. This is also x dot 1 is equal to what? 1 dot 1, that is also 1. This means this is same as x and this is also same as x. This is known as a identity law, and this is denoted as a postulate first and postulate second. Postulate 2 of first, postulate 2 of second, that is for dot. Here this is not a XOR, this is a plus operator that represents a logical OR. This is a dot operator that represents a logical AND. Postulate 3 is what? Postulate 3 is commutative law. Commutative law over plus and commutative law over dot. Simply here x plus y is same as what? Y plus x, and x dot y is same as y dot x. This is a first, this is a second. Means for proving a postulate, we use a truth table, because what are here? X plus y, x and y are the inputs, and what is this? X plus y, this is just like as a OR, performing OR operation between two inputs. And what is the x dot y? This is the AND operation. And what is y plus x, and what is y dot x? Here we see that what is x, y, what are possible combination? The value of 4 possible combination: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. What will be this value? This is 0 1 1 1. We know the truth table of OR gate. What is the value of x dot y? That is 0 0 0. When all input are 1, then output is 1. What is y plus x? 0 plus 0, that is also 0 1 1 1, and y dot x, that is also 0 0 0 1. From truth table it is clear that what is this? This and this are same, and this are also same. This proves that commutative law. So for proving purpose, means generally this is an unproved law, and for proving of that law we use only a truth table. We not use simply some theorems or some other postulates for proving that. Postulate 4 is what? This is a associative law, that is known as postulate 4. First is associative law for plus, and means logical operator OR. Then another one is the associative law for logical operator AND. This is known as x plus y plus z is same as what? X plus y plus z. This is a associative law for plus, and same as x dot y dot z is same as x dot y dot z. We also prove it by using a truth table that the results are same. So this is a first subpart and second subpart of postulate 4, that is known as a associative. This is commutative. Then the next is postulate 5. This is generally known as a postulate 5. This is known as a distributive law. Distributive law of plus over dot and distributive law of dot over plus. This is what? First portion is distributive law of plus over dot, x plus y dot z, that is equal to what? X plus y into x plus z. Distributive law of dot over plus, that is what? X dot y plus z, that is equal to x dot y plus x dot z. This is the distributive of plus over dot, and this is the distributive of dot over plus. And for proving purpose we use a truth table here. Simply for truth table, what is x, here x, y and z, what will be the value of yz, and then what will be the value of x plus y dot z, and then what will be the value of here, we also find x plus y, we will find x plus z, and then we will find the value of x plus y dot x plus z. What are the possible values? Since three variables are used as an input here, what are the possible combination? 2 to the power 3, that means 8 possible combinations are there, that are in the form of 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. All 8 possible combinations are here, starting from 0 and up to 7. And then we simply compute the value of these out. What is yz? 0 0, that is 0, 0 1 0, 1 0 0, 1 1, that is 1 0 0 0, again 0 0 1. What is the value of x plus yz? This is the yz and this is x. 0 plus 0, that is 0, then this is 0, this is 0, 0 plus 1, that is 1, then again 1 1 1 1 1 1. This is the value of x plus yz. Then we simply compute the value of x plus y. X plus y is what? 0, then again this is 0, then this is what? 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. All are 1 1 1, x plus y. Then x plus z, what is? We add this and this, 0 0 0 1, this is what? 0, this is 1, then again 0 0, that is 0, then again this is 0 1 1, then again this is 1 0 1 0, that is 1 1 1 1, 1 0 1 1 0 1, this is also 1 1 1 1. And when we multiply these two, this is what? This is 0 0 0, 0 dot 0, that is 0, 0 dot 1, that is 0, 1 dot 0, that is 0, and then rest are what? 1 1 1 1 1. We see that this column value is same as this column value. This proves that commutative law of plus over dot, because x plus yz is same as truth table of x plus yz is same as the truth table of x plus y dot x dot z, x plus z. This means this proves this law. Similarly, we design a truth table and prove x dot y plus z is same as x dot y plus x dot z. Next postulate is postulate 6. This is says that this is the complementation law. Here suppose one variable is x and another variable is what? Takes its complement, means complement are generally represented a bar over a variable, that is known as a complement. Here x is a variable and bar over that variable represents a x complement, or that is also known as a primed form. Primed form of any variable is represented as a complement of that variable. X plus x complement is equal to what? 0. And x second is says x dot x complement, means when we multiply any variable with its complement, which is also equal to x plus x complement, that is always 1, and x dot x complement, that is always 0. This is a first postulate of 6, and this is second postulate of 6. Here x dot x complement, that is equal to 0, x plus, we know that when the value of x is equal to 0, this means its complement is equal to 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to always 1. When we add 1 with any number of variables in a logical addition, then simply the result is what? 1. And when all the inputs are 1, then we know that the result of AND is 1. rest cases the result is 0. So here if x is 1, then its complement gives 0. If x is 0, then its complement gives 1. That means at least one input is always 0, which results of this value 0. For proving this, we use a simple concept of truth table. What is value of x? Here this is x complement, then what? X plus x complement, and this is what? X dot x complement. When x is 0, only two possible values, because x is a Boolean variable. Two possible values are there, 0 and 1. So when x is 0, what is its complement? 1. When x is 1, what is its complement? That is 0. What is x plus x complement? 0 plus 1, that is 1. 1 plus 0, that is 1. What is this? 0.1, that is 0. This is 0. This means this says that this is what? First. Means x plus x complement is always 1, that is a postulate number 6 first, or for postulate number 6 for plus, and x dot x complement, which is always 0, that is postulate for dot, postulate 6 for dot. So this means this is the complements, and another, these are the some postulates that are unproven. We use only truth table for proving it, but with the help of these postulates we prove some theorems which are required to minimize or simplify a Boolean function or simplify a switching circuit, or that are also used during the minimization of a logic circuit. When we implement any Boolean expression through a logic diagram or logic circuit, there is a need of laws of Boolean algebra or some Boolean theorems and Boolean postulate for minimizing that circuit, or for minimizing that Boolean function, or for minimizing that Boolean expression. So let us, here these are the some postulates starting from postulate 1. Postulate 1 says that if a is equal to 0, this means we cannot treat the value of a is equal to 1, and second part of postulate first is if a is equal to 1, we cannot say that a is equal to 0. Postulates 2 is the identity law. Identity for plus is 0, identity for dot is 1. The x plus 0 is equal to what? X, and simply x dot 1 is equal to what? That is x. This is not a plus dot operator, this is what? Simply this is a x plus 0, and this is a x dot 1. Next is the commutative law. X plus y is equal to y plus x, x dot y is equal to y dot x. Associative law, x plus y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z, and this is the second part, means dot or associative law, like as x dot y dot z is same as x dot y. First perform this, and then next one is the distributive law of plus over dot and distributive law of dot over plus, and third one is the complementation law. And next one is the complementation law. X plus x complement is equal to 1, and x dot x is equal to x dot x complement is equal to 0, and these postulates are used for proving some theorems, like as a theorem of idempotent law. Here theorem of Boolean algebra, like as a these postulates are used for proving some theorems. Here the theorems are, suppose this is the idempotent law. Idempotent law says that first x plus x is equal to what? X, and second one is x dot x is also equal to x. Or in generalized form of idempotent law means x plus x plus up to x n number of times, means any number of times x is added with itself, this results of what? X. Because this plus operator is nothing but a logical plus, means when any one of the input is high, then the value result is what? 1, whatever the value of some other. This means x plus x added 2 times, or x plus x added n times. What is the result? This is x. And generalized form, because this is a logical and hence its generalized form is what? X into x into x, means simple same variable is multiplied itself in n times, that is also equal to x. But this is not true in case of elementary algebra. Why? Because when x plus, suppose the value of x is equal to 2, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, which is not same as a 2. So this is true only and only for Boolean algebra, in which only two possible values of each variable, either 0 or 1. How we use the above postulate number 1 to postulate 6 for proving this theorem? So let us prove first. What is this here? X plus x is equal to, we want to prove that is equal to x. Simply, what we have to do here? Let us take a left hand side of above equation. What is here? X plus x, we can write it as x plus x dot 1, because when we multiply, because here this is what? This is postulate, this postulate 2b. When we multiply x with any variable, x with 1, the result is same as that variable. So this is what? Postulate 2b. Then again, this 1 is written as what? X plus x, and what is 1 is written as x plus x complement. This is postulate 6a. Postulate 6a says that x plus x complement, that is equal to 1. Then what is here? X plus x and x plus x complement. Then by using a distributive law, we can say that this is written as x plus x into x complement. X plus x complement, it means simply here x plus yz is written as x plus y into x plus z. So this is the distributive postulates. What is distributive law? Here distributive law is a postulate 5a. Then simply we know that x into x complement is equal to what? That is 0, by using a postulate 6b. This is x plus 0, that is postulate 6b. And this is what? X plus 0 is equal to what? X plus 0 is equal to x. This is what? This is postulate number 2a. Postulate 2a. So from this, taking a left hand side and we prove that it is equal to a right hand side, then we can say that x plus x is equal to x. And again, for proving the b part of this, means x dot x is equal to x. What we have to do here? Let us take its left hand side and prove it is equal to right hand side. Take left hand side. Left hand side is what? X into x. This is also written as what? X into x is written as x into x plus 0. This is what? Postulate 2a. When we add 0 with any variable, this is the result is same as variable. This means then this x 0 is represented by what? X into x plus, this is written as x into x complement, that is equal to 0. This is postulate 6b. And similarly, here we use a distributive law. This is again what? X dot x plus x complement. This is what? Postulate 5b. Then x plus x complement, by using a complementation law, complement 6a, we can say that this is what? X dot x1. This is what? Postulate 6a. Then x dot 1 means when we multiply, this is what? That is equal to x, postulate 2b. So we again prove that x dot x is equal to x. So means here, in case of Boolean algebra, when we simply perform a OR operation between the same variable even n number of times, the result is equal to same variable. Means result is also equal to x, not a x to the power n. But in case of elementary algebra, when the same means plus operation is performed on a same variable n times, this is equal to what? X plus means that is equal to n into x. But here this is equal to x. Similarly, some other theorems are used for, we can also prove some other theorems, like as here theorem is what? Prove that x into x complement plus y, that is equal to xy. X plus x into x complement plus y, that is equal to xy. Simply take for proving it, take its left hand side. Left hand side is what? X plus x into x complement plus y. By using a De Morgan's law, we directly here say that this means, by using De Morgan's law, this is written as x into x plus x into y. De Morgan's law of dot over plus, this means this is postulate 5b. Then simply x dot x complement is equal to 0, this is equal to what? 0 plus xy. This is what? Postulate 6b. Then xy means any element 0 is added, this is postulate 2a, what? This is equal to xy. When we add 0 with any element, Boolean element or Boolean variable, the result is same as variable. This is equal to xy. This proves that this is right hand side. And similarly here x into x plus x complement y, that is same as what? X plus y. Second theorem, x plus x complement y. So when we apply a principle of duality, when we apply a principle of duality in this, we prove that this theorem. So what is principle of duality here? So first we explain a principle of duality. This is what? Principle of duality means, according to the principle of duality, plus sign is changed to dot sign and 0 is changed to one and 1 is changed to 0. So plus is changed to and dot is changed to operator plus. So here in principle of duality, the operator plus is changed to operator dot is changed to operator plus, 0 is changed to, means any constant 0 is changed to 1 and 1 is changed to 0, and rest of the things are remain same, means we cannot do any change. If the variable is simply put in the form of complemented form, we cannot do any type of modification. So where here suppose this is the we already proved the theorem x into x complement plus y is equal to what? xy. When we apply a principle of duality in this, principle of duality, according to the principle of duality, x plus is changed to dot is changed to here, x plus is changed, dot is changed to plus, here this x complement, this plus operator is changed to dot, and this is y, that is equal to what? Right hand side we also apply a principle of duality, x, and there is a operator, this is means there, if the not plus operator is there, this means we treat it as it is a dot operator, means AND operator. The AND operator is replaced by a dot plus operator, that is y. And here what is this plus operator is nothing but a OR operator, and this dot operator is what? AND operator. So this is all over about a principle of duality, and In the next class, we use these theorems and postulates to prove some other theorems, and we also use these theorems for minimizing a Boolean function. And before minimizing a Boolean function, first we talk about a canonical form of a function. How we represent the canonical, what is the max term, what is the min term, how we write the function in SOP form, how we write the function in POS form. If the function is given in SOP form, how we change it into POS form, and if the function is given in POS form, how we change it in a SOP form. We will discuss this in the next lecture. Thank you very much.